to my food or give me feedback, it's because they care. It's the first picture of the business. What 5 years down the line, what do I want for my business? This is my plan. I need to stick to it. No, I shouldn't let people's opinions come into it and veer me off my path. I spend a lot of time during the day actually doing that, planning the business, trying not to let other people's opinions, trying not to be swayed by what other people are doing and saying, should I say. So that's one of the challenges we have.
So I just asked someone around, a friend that works in IRS, and recommended this place. And then ever since then, when you're getting premium products for not so premium price. So that's what Bailiff is all about. So I mean, because if you sell this somewhere else, you probably get charged double or another 50% more than what she's charging. But so you're getting premium food for not so premium price. So I think so. I feel like, okay, yeah. So that satisfied me. Actually, if you try the chicken, I mean, it's awesome. It's like off the chains. The fried rice, the jollof rice, the meat pie, yeah, and of course, fada, everything you have tried. So also coming here is from business sort of like if you look at this was supposed to go for. I have a presentation today, so this was to go for people I'm going to talk to. So ever since then, I've been loyal to them and. Never for one day I've ever disappointed. Always on time, delivery, rapport, on point. That's why I would call away in me. I forget his Bailiff. So we have a personal relationship now, still on business, within the limits of business. So very good one. So you all should give it a try.
I accidentally discovered this place when I'm actually a foodie, and I'm very picky. So one day I saw this place, like the building, and it was really beautiful. And I saw the first thing that attracted me was the graffiti outside. I was like, okay, what happens here? Okay, let me find out. Okay, so I now came in. I'm like, okay, hi. Like, what do you do? So she told me, and I said, okay, let me try your meat pie. Now, I really love meat pie because the very last time I've eaten meat pie was Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs made me love meat pie, and I love their recipe. It's crispy, the potato is well baked, everything. So I was like, okay, let me try her meat pie. If she gets it right with the meat pie, I can buy any other thing. So I broke the meat pie, ate it. I was like, oh my god, this is it. So I bought the meat pie, and then I also bought her turkey because I found out that she caramelizes her turkey. So it's not just a regular deep fried turkey, like it's spicy when you eat it. So I bought the turkey and I left. So I live in the estate not quite far from here. So I know many foodies there that are always very hungry. And I'm like, look, I found this place. So you guys should come here and let's try it out. So one day like that, we were many and we came, and just like that, it's like a ripple effect, and they be telling people. So initially, when I had this discussion with her, I was like, okay, I know this location and all that. Like, how do you intend to break even? So she told me her plans, and I encouraged her because I know that, yes, running a quick service restaurant business in Nigeria is not easy. The capital, as in labor, capital, everything. So she's very encouraging, and my prayer for her is that in the next 5 to 10 years, she has like multiplied in so many locations. So for me, as an entrepreneurship in Nigeria is a big one, and seeing somebody that's putting her all, maintaining the quality, everything, the customer service and everything, for me is a plus. So yeah, Bailiff has come to stay.
My business challenges, I will tell you on a day-to-day, it's just, let me just say, power. Power is my main challenge. Sometimes I sit there and I imagine, what if power wasn't an issue? It will make life so much easier, because what it costs to run a business, especially a food business, I basically need power 24 hours a day. Reliable power, constant power. So I'm having to spend a lot of my capital buying diesel, buying petrol, servicing and maintaining generators, all the time. Even when we're short, I need to run because I have stock in my freezer. So power is a main problem for me. Apart from that, I would say personnel, finding the right people. It's absolutely heartbreaking that sometimes you get amazing people, they stay with you and you train them in the way you want them to be, and then they leave. What do? You just have to keep at it. But power, personnel, yes, I will say sometimes the bills. Apart from that, yes, we have to pay our taxes, pay your taxes. But when you've had a month that is not as amazing as you would like, it's pretty painful to have to pay your bills at the end of the month. But it has to be done. Yes, it sounds. I do have a passion for cooking, and I cook a lot. Right when I was in uni, a lot of my friends used to come to my house to eat. So it's always been something I loved to do. So when it was time to quit my job, I had a couple of months just before quitting where I thought and thought and thought, what do I do? I know I'm not the most creative of people, so going down the, I want to be a makeup artist or I want to be a designer route would just be me being untrue to myself. So I was like, why not do food? Something that I love to do, something I understand. I love feeding people. I love people. And then something started happening. I used to work on the island and I would finish work about 9 o'clock at night. And then driving back home, I would think, I don't want to eat food at home. I'm really, really hungry. I don't want to eat food at home. I don't want to go out of my way to get food. I want something really good, really nice, but along my route home. Something I could just pick up and just jump back into traffic and leave.
I'm specializing in catering and baking, and I work as a supervisor in Bayleaf. For starting, working here is a big pleasure for me. And I've worked in so many places. And I would say Bayleaf, they have a nice setup. The food is good compared to what I've worked before. They have a unique way of, making their food, which is very good when it comes to customer service. And apart from that, she's my boss. She's the nicest person I've ever worked with. And no matter what I do, she always try, as possible to speak to me as brother, which I really like about her.
This is not your regular 9 to 5, but this is my life. My name is Waimi Rishajafo. Welcome to Bayleaf.
Still here on this episode, we bring you the compelling story of Bruno Oraihinang, banker turned barber. After many years in the banking sector, he is now the proud owner of the famous Bruno's Place and have several branches around the country and abroad.
I worked in the financial industry for over 10 years. Over 10 years. But there was a point when it became so tough in the bank. Like they were trying to, just because they had to raise capital and all that, the targets started increasing and increasing. And there were a lot of pressure, and all that. So, and the bank, banking sector were trying to also downsize, just to cut costs. So it was at that time that I was asked to resign. But one interesting thing about when I was asked to resign, I always say this, about 3 of my colleagues were asked to resign alongside with me, but many people were asked to resign, but 3 of my colleagues died because they couldn't handle the shock. But see, today I'm alive. I'm giving out jobs to people. This business was born out of necessity. I wanted to do something that put food on the table, and the only thing that occurred to me to do was, set up a barbering salon. and I didn't know any jack about barbering salon. So what I did, I started a small place, you know, and I employed people just to be doing the job because I wanted something that would just give me money. You know, I said, you are coming out from the bank, you know, no job, but I needed something that I would do that would give me money. So that's how this thing started. Well, here, it's quite different. I could remember when I was working at the bank, you know, you have to wake up 4:30 in the morning, and because you want to, just because of a hold up, you don't want to get